This great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago.
Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Cutler on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. That one caught out wide by Julio. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Perry, the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago! I don't think there's anyone who could possibly possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Here's White. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Atlanta. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. Running right, here's Falk. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Russell Wilson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Parrott, the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now Cutler on 1st down. Oh, wide open, complete. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A huge play there for Chicago.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
Here's Cutler to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Williams. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On 3rd down, Wilson. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. and this ball winds up being intercepted.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll make it second down. Now Cutler. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To throw again is Cutler. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, Cutler. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This one taken in by Hester. So offsides the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
The kick by Gold is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Now White on the return. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now Wilson on first down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
hands it off out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Wilson.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The left side completion to Jones.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Perry, the return.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
On first and 10, it's Cutler. Going long here for Wallace. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there just before halftime. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Williams now on the return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Third and long, it's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On first down, it's Cutler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
They go play action now. Cutler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Now Cutler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into... And just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. Not much there, only a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Wilson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 29, Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Powers through him.
Wrap up.
Still moving. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Perry, the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10. Here's Cutler. He'll drop this off to Peyton. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Cutler to throw again. Being chased, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Now it's Cutler. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll take this across midfield and